So Dakota, you of course have a prolific career as an actress, but how did you know you were ready to direct, and why did you choose this as your first film?
I felt, honestly, I remember we read, this was like, Talia wrote the script. We read it. It was just like a piece of her writing, like a sample of her writing. And Ro and I were like, we have to make this. And it wasn't immediate that I was going to direct it, but then I got actually quite jealous of somebody else directing it because all my friends were going to be in it. So it was mostly just me feeling left out and possessive. And that's what made me decide to do it.
How did you two meet?
On Tinder.
I was going to make that joke. Yeah, Tinder.
We met
through Blake like years and years ago.
We met
at Chase's, I feel like.
Our mutual best friend, Blake, who is in the short.
And Talia, what inspired this story, and what was your writing process in crafting it?
I think I just really wanted to write a really honest depiction of queer relationships, or specifically lesbian relationships, or I'm sorry, a lesbian couple at the helm, and then like my best friend is in a gay relationship, and our other friend Val is in a open marriage, and I just sort of wanted to like give an honest depiction of like gay and queer relationships and what they can look like.
And what interests both of you about different relationship dynamics that are explored in the movie?
I think it's just interesting. It's an interesting time now in society where people's sexualities and relationship dynamics are so embraced, or in some parts of the world, embraced. And I think people feeling able to be themselves and live their lives as they really want to, and love the way they want to, and love who they want to, feels so like inspiring and wonderful. And I think it's also something that we don't really see in mainstream media. So not like this is going to be seen in mainstream media. I mean, maybe, who knows? Somebody wants to put it on the internet or on the streaming platforms. But I think it's important to see different kinds of relationship dynamics and sexualities, and know that it's all okay. And at any point in someone's life, every single person is still trying to figure it out.
Why did you feel like this worked as a short film, and is there any hope to expand it into a longer feature?
I mean, it worked as a short just because the way Talia wrote it, it was so succinct, and obviously we left it open for it to be, for it to expand in some way, in some medium. I'm not sure. I feel like it could be a feature, it could be a show, it could be. I would love to watch them. I mean, they are my best friends, so I do watch them be idiots all the time, but I'd love to watch them be idiots on television.
Yeah, I feel like I would love to see it as a show. Yeah. Keep doing it. It was so fun to make.
Yeah, but I don't know. Who knows?
Yeah.
Loser Baby is such a compelling title. How did you come up with the name?
We've had so many titles that are probably equally as compelling. Actually, maybe not. Loser Baby is the most compelling.
Yeah.
But we've had some good titles, and this one came just because Blake one day, like on a group text, called Talia a loser baby because she was
in earnest, and we were like, hold on. Yeah, I was being a little loser baby, and we were like, hold on the diss. I think that's a great title.
Yeah.
Were there any titles that you didn't go with that you kind of still love?
Yeah, but we're not going to give them up because someone else will take them. They're too good.
Fair enough. Dakota, is there a director that you've worked with who you feel like most influence you behind the camera?
I've worked with such an array of directors that I think I've learned things from all of them that I love, and learned things that I don't love or that didn't feel great. So I think I mostly just wanted Talia to feel great, and I wanted to make the most excellent version of each moment. But the method of getting there, I think it's more intuitive and more, I think probably just being on sets so much, learning what feels good.
Do you feel like directing came naturally to you?
Yeah. I've decided.
Telling Talia what to do came really naturally.
A little
to me.
too
Yeah.
naturally, yeah.
Yeah. Shut up.
And were there any aspects of directing that you feel like you realized were maybe more important, or something that you didn't realize went into directing when you were behind the camera?
I think it's such a singular process for each person who is behind the camera. I don't know. I don't think that there's, obviously there's not one right way to make a movie. But I don't know. I loved it so much. I really had the best time. I also discovered Celsius on day one of filming the short,
about that.
and I didn't know that it was like Red Bull. I thought it was a natural drink, and I
feel like
I was like,
Yeah.
I'm so inspired. I'm awake all night long. I'm not sleeping because I'm just thinking, and it's because I was having 2 Celsius a day. I thought it was vitamins, because when you read Celsius on the back, it's just B12 and vitamin A and vitamin. I thought it was just vitamins. I didn't realize that I was basically just overdosing on caffeine.
Yeah, we're not sleeping because of the adrenaline, and it
Yeah.
was
I was I'm so
thousands
creative.
of milligrams of caffeine coursing through our bodies.
Yeah.
How did you figure out that it was caffeinated?
Katie Costumes, Katie Workinger, who is my set costumer. She was the costume designer on this short for us. She was like, you're not well, and you're basically having 4 Red Bulls a day.
Was that upsetting to find out?
It was really upsetting, yeah, it was. But now I know that in dire straits, there's Celsius.
There you go.
And I'm looking for an endorsement.
Yeah.
So, Celsius, I'm your girl. Night shoots, they work really well.
There you go. Talia, what's it like to be directed by a filmmaker who also is an actor? Is the process different because you do know what it's like to be on the other side of the camera?
Yeah, from all your acting.
From all my acting experiences. Because this was my first thing I've ever acted in, and I think I was it was the best process. Dakota was so kind to me, which is a shock.
A real bitch.
And I also feel I felt I was in such good hands for a million reasons, obviously, but given your experiences, I feel you were here are all the things I know, and then I'm gonna do what I know to be good. And you were excellent.
Thank you so much. I love you.
Love you. Oh.
Dakota, you've kind of become the master of executing a press tour. I was wondering, is there anything that you do to prepare when you know you have a lot of press obligations coming up?
Celsius.
Yeah. Well, we're on a press tour today. Today we're on a press tour. No, I don't. I have no answers. I end up in situations, and they happen to me.
You just ride with it?
I'm the victim. No, I don't know. I feel so lucky to be able to do press tours and travel around and go to all these amazing places and meet amazing people. So I'm just having a nice time,
Did you get any advice on how to endure the day?
A sort of don't fuck it up situation. No, it was the advice was be yourself.
Yeah. Be yourself, girly.